he crossed a few people I know, and I can't really say their names, and I wouldn't say their names here.
Yeah.
But at one stage, it was coming on top of Tony, and I was visited on my birthday. I had a birthday party in one of my clubs in July. When was it? July '95, and two doormen, great friends of mine, who would never come to visit me from one year to another, suddenly turn up. It's not their scene, you know. Even they walk the doors and then they stop, but they didn't go clubbing. And they turned up to meet me. And I was all excited. Come, sit down. Yeah, great. Get drinks. You know, what are you doing out? Blah, blah. Oh, we came to see you, Mick. Just want, to have a chat. I went, okay. Went to the VIP, had a chat. And he says, how tight are you with Tucker? And I said, yeah, I meet him every so often, but we're not too tight. Why? What's up? We got issues with him, and friends of ours have got issues with him, and it may go south. So the question, Mick, is if you go down, would you back him? I said, no, not against you, certainly. And even if it wasn't you, I still wouldn't back him because of what he did to me before. We're close and everything else, and we help each other out, but no, we're not that close. I'm not stupid. So, yeah, he was getting messy that last 6 months, even before Tate got out.
Yeah.
He was, you see, from 87, Tony was a confident guy. And I don't mean confidence in fighting confidence. I just mean a confident guy in general. You know, he would run any business he wanted to run. You know, and he was an educated guy and smooth talker. And as he got wealthier, arrogance came with it. You can see it in the videos with Nigel and that. You know, there's just that supreme confidence. You know,
he thought he made it.
Step back. I'm the man here. Yeah. And then take it to the last few months, and you're starting to tell people no, and I'm doing it this way and that way, and you're winding people up. And 90% of them will never bring comebacks. You know, they might threaten it and everything else, but they won't. But he obviously came across someone who just thought, right, enough of you now, because it's never really discussed. It doesn't matter how much you upset me. You could do anything to remember a family. It's still a huge decision for me then to come and decide to kill you, because it affects the rest of my life, the rest of my family's life. It's a huge decision. People don't make it lightly. Andre bashed up Billy once down in opium, and I think once down in Basel when they were giving it the large one. Flattened him in front of everyone. Now that would normally, you think, oh God, you know, it's going to be comebacks here, because Billy had a lot of people he could call on if he wanted to, you know. The worst he would think of is go down and give Andre a bashing. Shoot him, it's not worth it, even for you getting knocked out, you know, unless you really have your super ego. Because it's a huge thing. If you mess up one little thing and the police catch you, there's 20 years in prison and your game's over anyway. No one's worth that. So whoever decided to take Tucker out was terrified of him.
Yeah.
I don't believe you're going to take him out for 40 grand. I don't believe it, unless he was involved in other businesses and they thought this is going to get in the way of other stuff.
What was Pat Tate? Did he have a big reputation? Had you heard of him?
No, because Pat spent all his life from his 20s in jail. So any stories you hear about Pat are from the early 80s, before I even got to England. I think he went to prison in a year before I came to England in 82.
Yeah.
Was that right? Or 87? I don't know, but early 80s anyway. So stories of him are inside jail. Guys like me would never have heard of those guys, you know.
Yeah.
I heard of him, obviously, when he came out and he was with Tony and all of this. But nothing ferocious, not like he's going around thinking he's going to King Kong.
Yeah.
I think Pat's reputation has been sullied a bit as well. I think he just got on the heavy gear and he got Tony on the heavy gear. And it gave him a reputation in the films of this savage, but Before that, everyone has good stories about him. Now, you can't have that. People don't lie about you. Oh, he was a great guy. He loved children and loved cats. People don't do that if they know you, you know. They'll say nothing at all if you're a bastard.
Yeah.
So I think he was a nice guy.
Yeah.
And listen, no one has to believe or disbelieve me. We all know that a nice guy can turn into an ogre when he's on heavy, heavy gear and he owes money, or he's in the hock for someone else for money. You get stressed and you get abusive and you get angry, and you know, you rob your own mother. I've seen enough drug addicts do that. Well, he was after Leah died, he was threatening a lot of people. Dorman, he was threatening Dorman. He was threatening not to pay people. And I assume then if these are the ones I heard of, he's probably threatening everybody, including the local lollipop lady and the publicans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He got that way. So threatening 100 people, maybe one decides, you know, geez, he's going to come to kill me. I have to do something now about this. I think that's why I always believe the Steele story.